What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. I brought this up a few months ago, but I'll bring it up again because it's resurfacing. Mikhail Grigorenko is going back to the Quebec Rampart to the Q, for the second year. So Buffalo's blown 2 years off his entry-level deal, and Buffalo wanted to send him to the Rochester Americans, the AHL, which was when you're affiliated with an AHL team, you figure when you're affiliated with a minor league team and minor league, you figure you can send a kid down. But the agreement that's been in place with juniors for 60 years now, or players that are junior eligible that were drafted out of major juniors and are still, like I said, junior eligible cannot go play in the AHL or they're league thereabouts, and it's ludicrous that I understand why it was there. It was designed to protect juniors, but it's hurting player development because Mikhail Grigorenko has nothing left to prove in the Q. I think he had 30 goals in 33 games last year. I don't have the stats right in front of me, but it was ridiculous how well he played. He didn't want to go back. I don't fault him for that. He should be allowed to play. If I were him, I would go back to the KHL because he needs to play against men. I mean, he's 6'3", 6'4". What's he going to gain by dangling on some 16-year-old? I mean, it's not fair for that kid's development. I'm not saying, lowball juniors, but I mean, juniors has no problem taking college kids. I mean, the Charlie Coyles and the Dakota Mermses of the world right off campus mid-season. And then, likewise, the NHL teams have no problem signing those kids mid-season. I mean, Kyle Poso signed mid-season back in 07-08 with the Islanders. So, I mean, it's not... Juniors aren't the only victim here, and to even paint them as a victim is ludicrous because, like I said, they have no problem playing the game and taking those kids off college campuses. So why should it be a big deal if an NHL team deems its best in a prospect's development to have them play in the AHL? I mean, if college kids can do it, European kids can come over and play in the A at 18 and 19. Why can't junior kids? And the rule's been in place forever. I understand that, but at the same time, you got to look at what's best for player development, what's best for the teams, and and then try to factor in what's best for juniors. Can there be a middle ground? And I think NHL teams shouldn't be worried about what the Quebec Ramparts stand to lose by losing Mikhail Grigorenko to the AHL. It's not fair. It's like I said, the rule never made sense. It made sense in the way of protecting juniors, but in terms of player development, it doesn't add up. But that's a story for another day. Hopefully that this agreement gets resolved because, I mean, for Buffalo's sake and for other teams' sake, I mean, their kids putting up, astronomical numbers of juniors that should be more challenged by playing in the AHL. I mean, as someone who's an education major in college, I mean, you look at, if a kid's gifted, you got to challenge them. You can't give them the same coursework that you're giving their classmates. It's not fair. They're going to blow it out of the table. They're going to blow it out of the water. You've got to challenge those kids, and it's not... I'm trying to think the word. Favoritism by putting them in a situation where they need to be challenged. Everyone develops at a different level, whether it's in school or in hockey. And for a kid like Grigorenko, he's ahead of the curve, and he needs to be "quote unquote" tested accordingly. But juniors won't waver, and the NHL isn't putting the stomp down on it. So anyway. That's on the Mikhail Grigorenko situation in Buffalo. Stay tuned for Rostodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys. Should say the Mikhail Grigorenko situation in Quebec, but you catch my drift. Later, guys.